So welcome back. I'm at the NEC Motor Show. This is the Classic and Restoration Show. Happens in March every year. They have a huge auction. It's a lot more restoration centric, so about repairing the cars. But the auction generally has a lot of vehicles in it. That's really nice, isn't it? So what we're going to do today is, with a £50,000 budget, what would I buy? I've had a look around and picked out a few cars, and let's quickly show you them. This is not one of my pick actually. This is a 944 turbo, and I seem to remember this is guided really low. It's something like 12,000, 15 to 18,000. Look at that. 15 to 18,000. Doesn't say the mileage. It looks great though. The condition is amazing. The bodywork looks really good. So Ferrari 360s have come down and down and down, and this little gem has entered. Look at that, beautiful. So this is sitting at 40 to 50,000 pounds, 57,000 miles. So quite high mileage for a Ferrari. Comes out of long-term ownership. That's a 3.6 litre V8, 400 horsepower. I believe these revved about 8,200. You imagine the scream this thing will be making of that. This is a really early car. I think it's the first year of production. It's a little bit tatty. You can see someone's repaired the armrest there. The central console looks a little bit tatty. But overall, pretty good. A lot of carbon. Someone's sort of given it a bit of a carbon treat. A corrosion going on around there. I assume they're aluminium bodied, so that'll be a bit of a nightmare going on. That does look good, doesn't it? 40 to 50,000. Who would put that on that? Let's see if it's open. Usually these cars, yeah, this one's open. That we can have a little jump inside. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. Feels very, actually not as small as I'd think. You know, I put my arm out. It's quite good size, but it feels very on it. It's a bit tacky. Someone's put up and down button stickers on the gear shifts. Yeah, it's obviously had a bit of a hard life, this one. Right, let's walk around. We're in pursuit of the next car, which I can't see at the moment, so let's just walk a bit. Now here's something actually I just spotted over the back here. This is the 928 I did a video on in October, I think it was. That's the, I think it's an 85 manual, I'll have to check. That was sold and then it's come back. I think it's got various problems. At the time I didn't get the engine bay open, so I think it'd be rude not to have a look now. If it's open, it is open. That beautiful can red interior. Let's see if we can get the bonnet open for, out of curiosity, because we never did last time. Just here somewhere. Here we go. Actually, it looks pretty bright under there, doesn't it? It's got replacement tubes, the intake tubes, which look a bit crap, but all of this looks reasonable. I think it's been sprayed actually. Relatively right, bit of a leak going on here. The water bridge goes across and it's leaking something because there's a lot of, you can see it. Yeah, it doesn't look bad actually. I thought it was going to look a lot worse under there. This pipe's been run wrong. That's supposed to go underneath. It goes actually underneath all of the intake. I don't know what that is either. Strange. Anyway, someone's left all the cam covers off. Yeah, I'm not sure about doing that. Well, nice to see it again. I think, let's just have a quick look. Guided 12.5 to 15.5. I think that's going to struggle again, unfortunately. I think it may get sort of 12, 13,000 because it's a manual, and it looks quite good from you know, it's a 10-foot car. From back here, it looks really good. When you get close, you see all the problems. So now we've got a 1986 RS Turbo Series 1. And this is a multi-concourse show car. That looks immaculate, absolutely immaculate. Diamond white, I think it's 67,000 miles. It was restored, I think it was mid-90s to be a show car, and it's only done shows since. I don't think it's actually even been on the road. 1.6 litre turbocharged engine, about 135 horsepower in that sort of area. Some say it's the holy grail of hot hatches. It is for me. This is the sort of car that people, you know, my generation aspired to. It does look good. I don't know if it's open as well. So we can have a quick look inside. I won't get inside this one. Maybe I will. Do you know? Maybe I will just sneak in. I think it's the done thing, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, there you are, behind the wheel of a Series 1 RS Turbo. They're so basic when you look, but it looks good. I mean, it's absolutely immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. Must have had a clock change. It's got 23,000 miles on there, but the advert says 67,000. Oh, I found a fault. The light's just hanging down a little bit. That is beautiful though. Absolutely stunning. The condition's incredible. It basically looks like a new car. Now I think this is guided 35 to 45. Oh, actually it says 23,000 miles as well. Maybe the advert online was wrong. 35 to 45. I think that's going to come in. That might break 40k. I think I'm going to put 40k on that. Just like buses, when you think you're waiting for one RS Turbo, another one turns up. And actually I've got my notes mixed up. This is the concourse car, so God knows what that other one was. This is the 67,000 mile car, 45 to 55, that came off the road I don't know when, so it could be a show car. Now that is even more immaculate than the last car. I'll give you a couple of shots. Yeah, that's really special. I don't know if this will be open. No, it's locked. I can see it's locked. I did wonder why the other one was open. I assume that would be pretty immaculate inside. Yeah, it's a tidy looking car, isn't it? And the other one had a different exhaust, which made me wonder. I'm right next door with the Lotus Esprit Turbo. So this is an S3 3rd series. I think, let's just double check, I think this has got about 39,000 miles. Yeah, 39,000 miles, guided 30 to 40. So this is my pick for under 50 category. I've never noticed actually how concave that windscreen is. It actually seems to bow in the middle. Maybe it's just sort of sagging a bit. Now what a fantastic looking car. I mean, for £40,000 you can own that. That is a real head turner. I think they're 2.2 litre straight 4, so 4-pot engine, turbocharged. And I forget the power output. They're not crazy powerful. Something, 210 horsepower. So really not a lot of power in them, but they're very light. And it's all about the handling with them. Another one locked. They're breaking all my fun, aren't they? That's beautiful though. There's a Lamborghini Jalpa there. I didn't even look at this one. It's way out of the budget I was playing with, but it does look great, doesn't it? Look at that. If you like your cars ratty, then let me present this Lotus Carlton. I don't think I've ever seen one in this sort of condition. You can see, like, it is horrific. But this is a Lotus Carlton, 20,000 miles from new, at 50 to 60,000 pounds. Wow. Ex-Sultan of Brunei, now requiring restoration. No shit. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't even know what to say about it. It is absolutely. Look at that. I don't know what this is. I guess it's filler. Who knows? Yeah, this is. I guess it's like a barn find. I'm lost for words. For such a rare and sought after car, to see it in this condition is pretty shocking. So interior, great leather seats. They look really good. The rest of it is just falling apart. You can see, you know, there's all sorts of things going on. 20,000 miles though from new. So when that comes back, that'll be worth, you know, good money. It is not worth that money today though. I think that's going to be lucky to sell, if it sells at all. I don't know if anyone's going to go over about 30,000 for it. And sort of randomly in the show, there's this very nice 928 GTS. It's quite strongly priced though. I think they've got up 49,000. Yeah, it's quite high. 73,000 miles. Auto. It looks good though. It does look good. Very, very clean. Something going on there. It's probably been resprayed though, let's be honest. But you know, I've never ever sat in a Range Rover, so I'm going to quickly see if this one's open. It is open. Let's get in quick before anyone notices. Oh, you step up into it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that is pretty sweet actually. Very good visibility. You feel like you're up high above everything. The dash is really low. That's sort of where my head height is. You see a little bit of bonnet, but everything is below you. Very cool. So my last pick is this Ferrari 612. What a beautiful thing this is. So this is a genuine 4-seater GT powered by the V12 Ferrari engine. Absolutely amazing. Look at the size of that. It's powered by a 6.7 litre Ferrari V12. Puts out about 530 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. Imagine doing that with 4 people inside. Absolutely incredible. I think it will be locked. Yeah, it is locked, unfortunately. If you can see the interior, it does look good. Very, very good. Now this is guided. Let's just walk back round to the sticker. This is guided 45 to 50. 45,000 for a V12 Ferrari seems ridiculous, doesn't it? 28,000 miles. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I really like that. There's another car that didn't make my 50k pick. It's the 412. So obviously I chose the 612 over this. This is guided at, if we just walk around, 43 to 53,000, 30,000 miles. It looks good. I mean, it does look in good condition. There's a little, someone slammed the bonnet with something underneath there. But yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? That'd be a lot of fun. I think I would stick with the 612 over this for the moment. There's always a small collection of US cars in a UK auction. It's got quite a big following over here. I'm not going to try and name them, but I'll just give you a quick look so you can see how they are. I know this is the Impala, isn't it? It's been slammed. Look how low this thing is. So here we've got a 420 SL, same color as my one, Astral Silver. Actually looks identical to my car. It's got the black interior, only 42,000 miles, so it's a lot more, but a little bit pricey, £49,000. Same interior as mine, black leather, walnut burr. Looks really good condition though. My interior is definitely a little bit dodgy, definitely dodgy. And mine's got these weird arches. Someone's done something strange here on mine. Relatively easy to rectify, but I'll have to get this rear panel sort of sprayed, obviously. That is beautiful. There's Mike Brewer there. Just said hello to him. Right, so we're back down to then, what would I buy for my £50,000? And I think I'm going to settle on the 360. I think, for me, I mean, it's an awesome car, of course. It might be buying into a headache, but for me, that is a car that has got so many problems that people are going to be put off, and I think that's keeping the price down. But I reckon that you could tart that up, and it would be a really good little car. The steering wheel's obviously all falling apart. There's all sorts of trim problems. There's corrosion around the windows. Oh, just saw a bit more corrosion. So a bit more there, nasty. But But I think you could bring that back to life, and it deserves to be brought back to life, and you'll have a cracking little car there. So if I could pick any car in this auction, it's going to be something like either the 612, which is maybe surprising because I choose the 360 as my sub 50 car, but the 612 or this TVR Tuscan over here. I mean, we looked at it a minute ago. The colour is just amazing. You just have to sort of take it in. I think if you had that in your garage, that'd be something special. Hopefully enjoy that little walk around, and the dream, if I had 50,000 to spend on a car, what would I buy? Hopefully you agree with my choices. If you see anything else in the background, let me know, leave a comment, let me know what you would buy for 50,000. Doesn't even have to be at the auction, but it's just fun when they're here because you can have a look at them, you can get in the car, just sort of dream a little bit. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, comment. See you next time.